understand that part. Great. We just saw a video about 3D printing, and actually we are registering about, point being we have about 2,200 print points around the world. That's got nothing to do with you guys that's buying Pro Packs or Master Packs, because if you don't register on the print point website to be able to print, it's not counting, because we're selling an awful lot of 3D printers, and that's great. But then maybe some of you in 3 months or 6 months would like to join it, then you're welcome. But we're joining about 50 to 100 points per day. So people around the globe, about 50 to 100 new print points is adding every day. So that means in a month or two, we probably another 2,000–3,000 points. So it's growing really, really fast, and that's what we want. So we would like, of course, just like the travel site that you saw before, which you are liking and sharing, all of you, I'm sure, right? Some of you, at least. Then you can see that the more you like and share, the more people see it. That means the more transaction fees you get. It's the same thing with 3D Hub and all the other sites that you're going to come out with. Remember to like and share them, because you earn money on transactions, right? Yes. Okay, good. So, maybe I should show one more little video. Should I do that now? Why not? I'm jumping a little because this is another thing. Can you show me this safe? Because I would like to say one more time that the 8th of April we'll make an event in Poznan, Poland. And that will be the day where we celebrate that somewhere between the 8th and the 10th, probably on the 10th, everybody will get the coins which we have at the moment. But before that, you will receive your wallets, so that you can give us your wallet number back. You will get a few coins you can play with, so we are sure you know how it works. And then the 10th, we will give everything to everyone. Yeah? Great. Should we try? This is what happens in 10th of April. Soon these kind of videos will also come out on Facebook. You're the first one to see it. Again, you can see what you can do in 3D. This whole movie was made by one of our guys, because everything we have is in-house. Line by line, the whole state, every single thing was drawn in 3D to be turned into a video to do this. Just to show you what 3D can do. In this case, a video. Okay, so what we would like to do is to tell you a little bit about some of the things like we would like to put people more together. And then we have spread out quite enough on all these different countries where this country knows that they are making events, this country knows that they are making events. You don't know that they are making events. And what we're going to make is actually a global forum. Ready? We'll launch out here in the next couple of weeks. Where there's like a calendar function, there is like a forum function, So that's a website where we will place all information, but actually you are going to use this one. So when you are making meetings, remember we are a community. Everyone together, we lift stronger. So it doesn't matter that it's upline, downline, crossline, whatever. It's transaction fees and this, everybody will learn on it anyway. So help each other. I'm really serious about it. The more we help each other, the faster we reach our goals. It's teamwork, community. So, if you use this site, and even if you have a small local thing, it's okay that somebody you don't know come in just because another day it will be the opposite, the other way around. That you would have liked that you have somebody in Australia or whatever, but you don't want to take a flight to Australia. You will say, hey, somebody can take care of my guy in Australia. This you can use this for. Yeah? So that's going to be really, really good. The other thing is that we're going to make a shop club. This is a list of a lot of companies who are very, very interested in the GCC. And if you can show them that it's stable, that the GCC is stable, then a lot of these companies will accept it after some months. So we are preparing and talking with a lot of different sites, companies, others, and they will then join step by step in this year. That means that these people are prepared to start accepting GCC if we show them that we are stable. This site is also launching out very, very soon. GCC auctions. Actually, very nice site. Again, this is also a place where you can find a little bit like getting the best deals. It's like a search function in it. There's a lot of things there. You can get good deals all over. It's also starting up very, very soon. GCC dating, why not? It's actually a place where a lot of people, they sit there and they sit and talk and do whatever, right? And it's a big business. If you knew how much money is used on dating sites, actually, why we should not have GCC dating? We are one big community. Maybe somebody from one side of the world will meet another GCC person on the other side of the world, and then whatever, right? So everything where there is some kind of turnover and transaction in, you're interested in it. So this is just to show you, because sometimes I'm asked, what are you going to put in the ecosystem? I said, well, everything you can actually use money on. If you can use American dollars or euros or Great British pounds or something on something, then instead of having this piece of paper, which I don't know how much it's worth actually, but it's at least a nice shiny piece of paper with some things on it and a little number. Somebody press print. Oh, we don't have enough. Press print. Oh, we'll make a little. Press print. Make some more money, right? And then what happens with the devaluation of it? It's like, no, cryptocurrency. It's like gold, right? It's like a limited resource. There is this amount, and that's it. Then there will be a 2% like inflation thing in the end of it, and that's okay because that's logic. But not that you can just press print. I will not start talking about that thing. Then it's going to be a long talk. Anyway, so very, very soon you also have the GC dating. Of course, I think we use some pink colors in that logo, right? We're not showing the logo here, but it's also nice, cute logos. We have made a lot of logos for all the different things. See, this one, that's going to be interesting. What did it say? Did you see what it said?
Yeah.
I can see him.
Cashback. No, it didn't even say cashback, because cashback is boring. No, legacy cashback. That's something different. Doesn't exist? Not really. Cashback is when you, let's say, go buy something for £100, and next time you go back, you get £5, £10, whatever, something, right? That's a cashback. Why does it have to be that it's you going in, buying a suit. Because we know you can go into a tailor in Bangkok and get the finest thing and, you know, look all fancy. That's great. But maybe the one in Africa cannot go in and do that and get that £100 next time they come. This is the community, right? We're sharing here. Just like with the transaction fees, with the sync wheel, where the more you sell, the more transaction fees you get. But why not do it like this if you can make it compliant, saying, hey, let's get one little downloadable product and sell it to somebody. In this case, why not make a key ring, like a key, for example, with your name, or another little fancy thing which you can download and sell it to somebody. In your case, it would be great because you can take it here, you can put it there. And then when you talk about 3D printing, say, hey, this is 3D printed. And you can choose which material you want, bronze, wood, whatever, right? But you can also sell it to somebody else. Grandma, here, you can't find the keys. Here's a big key so you can find it. Yeah? So, here's the key, yes. So, this is the key, actually, to a lot of the business that you can do. Because legacy cashback actually goes on that somebody, somewhere, anywhere on the planet goes in and uses some kind of money in the ecosystem. For example, on GCC dating. If they do that, then grandma also get money, or the person sitting somewhere in Africa would also get money, because it's very simple. I heard that there was a takeaway thing over here, which bought another takeaway chain also, as far as I remember, and they made, was it 33 million pounds in plus in 2016? Profit? Something like that, yeah. That's great. 33 million pounds for example, the takeaway, the other one. That's great. But what happens to those 33 million? I'm going to put them here, right? Why? I mean, in my world, why? Why we don't share it? So for every single site that we have in here, when we have taken care of all the things that we have to do to improve our products and do these things, I don't want to keep it. Why should I? So legacy cashback means if somebody went in and did something, in that case, for example, there was 33 million in, like, say, leftovers. Then let's say there is 1 million people in the community. Then what? That means 33 million has to be divided with 1 million to everybody if they have just sold this one downloadable product for €8 in the whole calendar year. They are just getting cashback every week. That means that the person in Africa now, who don't know nobody, who cannot actually build a big organization because there are nobody, can still now get maybe a few euro, maybe many euro, who knows, it depends on you, on her account, on a cash account, or on her mobile. Hey, I just got 10 euro. I can go buy groceries. Because in those countries, $100 is a whole month's worth of salary. So if we can even give them 10 euro a month or a week, we can make a big, big difference. That is legacy cashback. So we have external customers which are important. Everything is about customers. If you don't have customers, it will never work. You are nice club in here, but we need the outside. Just like with the cryptocurrency, we need the outside acceptance. We need usability. When we attract that, we do that, for example, by like and share. If anybody have ever tried Facebook, sometimes you click like or share, and then more people see it. It's like with the travel site. It's already now going pretty good for it. Even then, it's not all of you liking and sharing. Then I know that quite many of you is actually earning already quite interesting money on transaction fees, just because of liking and sharing. And it's going to be the same thing with all these other things which are going to go in, which means in transaction fees and in legacy cashback, it's two different ways. Legacy cashback, you don't need to grow organization. In transaction fee, very interesting to grow organization. So there is for the small guy and for the big guy. If you understand what I mean. Yeah? No, you don't understand it? No, but you understand 3D printing. And one day we have to print this little bicycle, right? No, now it's a dinosaur. Before it was a bicycle. Okay, we can do a dinosaur. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it. Matthias, we have to make a dinosaur. Yeah, more? Well, we cannot make it right now, but anyway. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that means that the legacy cashback is starting up now, actually, and the first time we share our legacy cashback will be the 27th in this month. So in the beginning, not so much, but you'll see just like with the transaction fees, you see it's growing, and it's interesting. It's going to be the same thing with legacy cashback. What do you think happens with, for example, let's take the African continent again. We can talk about South America or Asia or Southeast Asia. Doesn't really matter. A lot of these countries do not have that much money. But what do you think if they suddenly sit there and say, blink? I gotta tell you, somewhere they have no money. I say, where do you get it? Well, I joined this some community thing. What was it called? Yeah, it was a GCC group. They had something, and this, I heard about this legacy cashback and these other things, and then I bought one of these things that I sold to my, and now I'm getting money. There's some crazy person giving me money. Do you think that maybe other people will join it? Do you think that maybe when they can do the POS minting on their own little laptop, the one in the village, and say, the cryptocurrency is actually working. Even I would have such an old thing, can actually get something out of it. Do you think they will start using this cryptocurrency? You want them to use it because this business is about transactions. It's not about value, of the coin. It's about transactions. But if you're thinking about 20% of the entire manufacturing in the world will be 3D printed, and we are a pretty big search engine in that could make many transactions. But what about the coffee and the dating and all these other things that's going to go on? That's transactions. That's a lot of very, very interesting money, which all of you today, except you give it to the banks. I do not understand why. Why don't you want it? It's there. And you're not going to go out to push some product to somebody. It's there. It's hanging in the air. It's transactions. The only thing you're doing is like you have to start recommending it. Use a different payment method. And very, very soon, you can actually do that. And then this business starts getting really fun, because then a lot of all my things will start happening. So I'm very, very much looking forward to the beginning of. So yeah, that's going to be super. Okay, then anyway, a very good idea is if you could friend me on Facebook. Actually, some of my guys probably would like to go around and give you some business cards, because you did it already. Oh, fantastic! You're so fast. You knew that. With the cashback, yeah. See, I didn't want to give anybody any kind of cards before I talked about cashback, because this legacy cashback is actually very interesting. But now, if you have a card like this, you actually have the entire presentation which you need to attract any person in an elevator or 2-minute talk somewhere. The entire business is here on a business card. One little business card. Again, one of my crazy little things that I spend my evenings on, saying, how do I make it easier for people? Because people say, oh yeah, there's a lot of information, it's really good, it's very complex, but actually very simple. but I don't remember, how was it, how much was it? Yes, exactly. So if you have this one, yeah, that's right, 20%, but 20% of the manufacturing. Okay, the sync, the sync meant Smart Intelligent Network Community. Yeah, that's right. We only have one startup fee. We're active forever, no purchase extra, no authorship, no monthly fee, and no fuzzing of points. Example, little good thing if you're talking with other people within the industry of network marketing. Or how much was it now in matching bonus, or how much was it in this? Everything is here. And all the major parts of legacy cashback, of transaction fees, of cryptocurrency, and 3D is explained in one card. It's not the cheapest card to make, but it's really nice. It's a little bit like another card I had before, but it only had one page. And I was thinking, nah, it has to be a card which is so interesting, so even if you're not interested, you will keep it just because it looks nice. Right? Because then maybe someday, some other person will actually see it and say, hey, what's that card? And get interested in it. And I know that some of you used a lot of money in business cards. And some of the amounts that I heard that you used on business card was actually quite high. This one might be higher, but we're going to do it like this, that when people come to events, and only the people that come to events, if they come and talk with our staff when we are here and say, we would like to have this same type of information on it, but we would like our own, then we can make it. It's 330 cards, and in pounds it's about 250 pounds. So if somebody is interested in this, they're welcome to talk with some of, for example, Alex here, and get this kind of card. You don't need to, you don't have to, that's not, I don't care if you do or not, but it's a super good tool. And if you don't do it now, maybe you come to the event in Poland, and maybe there you then say, okay, but it's not a thing that will be online that you can order. At events, if somebody would like to do something like this, at events, you can do this. But it's really good. I've tested it with several people with the information, and this is actually everything you need to explain this business. It's here. So, another thing is, of course, I have a Facebook, and it's not a bad idea to be there, because now we'll start using that Facebook more and actually informing things there faster than we do, for example, a newsletter. So if you're friends, you'll know things faster. That might be a good idea sometimes, and sometimes you'll make some cool competitions, which you may would like to have like a part of. So, everyone are welcome to like and share, and take a look at the Facebook pages. So, the thing is now that we have one more site that is coming. Actually, it's been one time launched with a different name. We took it down, we tested it in Denmark. And now we've been working on it for a while and found out that we actually, with that product, found out how to develop some other things. And it's Eat Me. That's actually what we call the GCC takeaway. So we thought that you should see the logo, it's funny. No, but it's funny. It's like, you know in the 80s, like this thing in the game, it's like, it's a very, and if you look at the GCC logo and try and think a little bit, then maybe you have an idea about how the logo of GCC Eat Me looks like. It's nice, there's a knife and a fork in it, but it's good. So this site will launch a little bit after the other ones that I was mentioning before, but it's actually a place where, you know, restaurant owners, they know a lot of people, they get a lot of clients in. And when they start accepting GCC, then it starts getting fun. Because then more people know about it, more people talk about it. So I'm very much looking forward to this part. See, to be able to do that, we have to be sure that not 700 people go and knock on the same door. So we have to be sure that you know everything about prices, how to do it, so on, so on. If you should help putting information into the system, you cannot just ask everybody to put information in. So you have to have some kind of training. So you need to know how to get these restaurants on board. So, because if 75 people knock on the same door and don't know what to do and don't know how to put it in, then they will just get irritated. So, to be able to sell and go out and get restaurants, you need to educate yourself. And when you do that, the first 3 in each postal code is free sign-ups for them. After that, it costs 78 euro in the beginning until the 10th of April. After the 10th of April, it's 148 for them, and they are until the 27th active with the test period. And after that, the price is going to go up. If anybody knows how much these restaurants are paying for all the other services that they're doing, this is like everybody will just say, yes, let's try it. Good? Okay, so, competition. That's right. We actually had a competition running, and Jakob, you gave me a couple of names yesterday who actually won. I think I wrote them here. Then let's say there are four people who did it quite much better than others. So I would ask 4 people, so we have a 4th one also come up. And the 4th place, I don't know if he is present, Imran Ahmed, present today. There is a 4th place and 1,000 points for this gentleman. So if he is in, he's welcome to come to the stage, just for a short moment. Because there was a lot of things going on the last few weeks, and you were one of the people who were actually doing a lot, so that's great. So thank you to that. So we will give you also 1,000 coins for that, and to these 4 winners, they will also get one like this. I know that maybe you don't use it so much, and maybe there's also some females on it, but anyway, this is a black tie, and it's a black tie event, so everybody will get one tie like this of these 4 winners. Thank you very much. Thank you. The next one, or the 3rd place, was Mira Asaki. You also did really great. Also a fast runner here the last few weeks. So I must say that you have been very, very efficient also. So that's super great. Thank you very much for that. So you will then get the 3,000 points, and you will also get a tie like this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to my team.
Thank you very much. Then we have 2nd and 1st place. 2nd and 1st place actually also won a ticket to come here, so they didn't have to pay. But if they paid, they could get the money back. Because the 2 first ones were even more higher than the other ones. And the 2nd place was, with 6,000 coins, and a tie, Lisa Holt. So, thank you also very much. Thank you. All nice to see that you were working very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Can I just say, thank you to my team. I couldn't have done this without any of my team. Absolutely love the GC community, and I think everyone should be coming together as a community as well, working together.
get a tie. I don't know if you will use it, but anyway.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I'll use it.
Okay, and the first place, which also gets 10,000 points and a tie, and also don't have to pay for the ticket if they already did. I think she did. It's Della Roberts.
Now we've got 2 ties. Come on, Bella. Get all there, little thing. We've got 2 ties now.
That's okay. It's a long step up. Next time we're asking to make some sense because it's a long way. What is this? It's a long way to the top, but you actually made it. Yeah. So this is very, very good. So yeah. So you got the first place here. So thank you very much. Very, very nice. And yeah, you will also get a tie if you think you can use it. Yeah. So so thank you very much. If you want to say something, you're welcome. If not, you don't have to. No, you did really, really well. So. Yeah. So actually, if you really want to do something, you can actually do everything. You know that I always say, everything you can imagine is real. I said that for 3.5 years. And trust me, a lot of people said to me in 2009, when my brother was looking at 3D printing and said, okay, this is a good business. And Bitcoin was there in 2009 also. Hey, we should do something with this. Yeah, anyway, I've been making prototyping and 3D printing ever since. Nice workshop, he tried every kind of thing with it, he's working on it. Actually, he's educating people on how to 3D print. He's even educating people and children how to build their own 3D printers. When we talked about that we, for example, could hey, we can print spare parts on the other side of the planet, we don't have to ship them. People say, you're crazy. I said, no, we can do that. We just need to set up these things, and everybody said we were crazy. You cannot do that. This is the worst thing you can say to me. You cannot do that. I was like, because normally it's like that. If something is really, really, really hard, then I start getting interested. If it's easy, I will never do it because somebody already did it. It has to be something where it's like everybody says, oh, no, don't do that. But people seriously told me, no. And 3D printing, are you stupid? 0.0000 whatever something is using 3D printing will never work. And crypto, what? What are you talking about? Forget about it. But it's going to work. Yeah. And then 3.5 years ago, I started using a lot of money and a lot of time. Actually, by now, over 20,000 of my personal hours and many millions of euros. And people are like, please just do something else. You're so good with this. Don't waste your money on this. I'm not wasting my money. I am actually doing something very good for a lot of people in the world. We will change the way the world is today. Just watch in 10 years. But this is this. You have to go with it. Actually, I just had a very good conversation over here. Somebody had the same thing. This was in politics, but also saying, well, I can do this, and did it. This is exactly as it takes. If you want to do something, you just have to go all the way. You don't have to be crazy like me and say, okay, I have to work 120 hours a week, 140 hours a week, because if I go to 100 hours a week, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And maybe that's a little bit over-exaggerated, but I am like that. But it doesn't matter. It can be even 10 hours a week. You just have to know what it is you want. If you know it, everything you can imagine is real. You just make it real. Seriously.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I know. I am crazy. But I think I'm crazy in like a kind of a good way. But, you know, but yes, I don't think that you can create new crazy things where people will not, I mean, you have to think outside the box, right? You have to. If not, then you're just going mainstream and that's kind of boring. Yeah? So that's why we were talking about also actually with you, that Robin Hood, you know Robin Hood, the green guy with the, yeah? And when I was in Robin Hood Airport not so long time ago, I said, hey, I'm in Robin Hood Airport, how funny, and I took a picture of it. Because people say, hey, you like Robin Hood, you know, you're stealing from the banks, not stealing, we don't steal anything. We just give them some other possibility that people of actually using their money through a different payment method. But why give it to the banks? It's like this guy, what was it, Nottingham, what was it, Sheriff of Nottingham, right? Yeah, with this big thing and all the gold coins, and he's just getting more of them. Why? Then, and this guy come and say, yeah, and give it to the poor and the needy and the people who actually needs it, right? This is actually the same thing we're doing with cryptocurrency. When we built into the algorithm that there's a fee coming back to the people. There doesn't exist any other cryptocurrency that does that. Doesn't exist any. If you use the Polish zloty, do you get something from the government?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. And what if you use a Great British Pound? Did you ever get something? $1 American dollar or euro or Swiss franc? Not really, right? Why? It's very simple. Why can the people not earn money on their own money? You have to think it, but actually it's quite simple. So please think transactions, because this is what this business is about. Now, a lot of these transactions are going to happen with 3D. Whatever, you're not going to use 3D ever. But one day you're going to have something in your hand. Hey, I didn't know this was 3D printed. Soon you will go and you will go into a fashion store and then you scan your foot, whoop, and you'll have cool boots. Actually, there's 2 sports shops which I already did it. So you can scan your foot and make your perfect shoe. Or, you know, go in and you have to have the gala dress. You go in, scan, computer, okay, and then print. Perfect fit. You don't have to try 3 different things on. You don't have to say, is this color good and this color good? No, you just you know how fast you can shop now? We don't have to wait. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe another color. Yeah, maybe it should be a little bit smaller. It's like, so I'm sure that fashion will also go very much into this. You'll have your own suit and you'll write your name or something. Yeah. It's not there yet.
Yes.
I didn't say, did I say that? No, it's not there yet. Ah, yes, right. Yeah, there's another little draw, because we have a few more ties and coins which we would like to get out to you guys, but we need to give it to you somehow. So we will make a little draw. So there are some small little pieces of paper, so you can write your username and your real name, and just fold it one time, and put it into this drawer. If anybody would like to do that very hard work, then they can actually get a little bit of coins. So you can make this drawer go around, or you can come up here and put it in. But then you have the possibility of having one of these things, at least 5 of you, and some coins. Your username, but so we can read it, and your real name. No, but some people say, hey, it's like they call yourself, I don't know, whatever, Mickey Mouse, and they are not called Mickey Mouse. So just put the username and the real name and fold it together, and then we will draw it. Anyway, another very good reason for why you want to put your username on it is because everybody who is here today with the username and write it and put it in that drawer will also get the 800 coins that I promised that people will get if they come here to this event. So, write the username so we can read it. Well, we have you on your list anyway, but just in case to double check it. So one more small thing that will be. Everybody starts. So I give you a little break so that you can write everybody. It's good? Okay, so the draw will go around and you will put it in. Okay. Good.
To wsadzasz USB do laptopa i ten masz w portfelu. Nie obiecam. A za podwórko.
So we will make one more competition, and that competition will be until Saturday the 4th of March. And you know that we have a travel site, right? Most of you listening. If you don't hear it, then it's not right for you. Well, the thing is that the people, just like the one that came on stage today, the ones who will create, again, the most turnover, like these people that just made my performance now, so the ones that were on stage. For the 4th of March, we're doing the same thing, but because we have the GCC travel, then we would actually like that you can win a getaway weekend. So the people, depending on which country you're in and so on and so on, we will find out where to send you. Well, you could choose a little bit, but we will give you a few options. So that means that the ones who are the most active people and getting PCVs, so personal product customer volume, like here, will the 4th, we will see who is the lucky winners, and 2 couples will win a weekend getaway. So you have to keep on and just talk, like, and share. See, the last thing that I would like to say, actually I could say a lot of things for a long time, but we had some very interesting talks with, actually, Ian, he knows about Africa, have a lot of minerals, right? And I've been a lot in Africa, different places, and I happened to stumble into a guy who you also know, and that's very interesting, because this guy that we didn't make a cooperation with happened to have a pretty big part of an African gold mine. See, that's quite interesting, because he's interested in cryptocurrency, and we wouldn't be like, hey, we can have a little gold, why not? Why shouldn't we just let the possibility of people getting gold? Because if they wouldn't believe in cryptocurrency, then at least they can believe in gold, right? So, we will very, very soon come with yet another website, which is called GCC Gold 24, where people will be able to actually buy gold from a small amount to a big amount, depending on whatever it is, and you can decide if you want to have the gold or if you want that the gold is staying in the vault, and get percentages on it. And it's actually very interesting, the percentage that you will be able to get, and in the end you can then say if you want gold, not have gold. Or you can just earn the percentages, or you can just take the gold and just do whatever. But it's actually a very safe thing, because we know about gold, even if you have computers and everything else, there's just gold in everything. So we now have a cooperation with somebody who actually have raw gold from a gold mine. It's not like after it's made really nice, it's before, and then we made it really nice. And that means that the possibilities of earning something on that also is actually reasonably interesting, I would say. So, if anybody have interest in that, then of course, when we get more along the way, we will of course make sure that people know that GCC cryptocurrency and these things will be connected. So again, it's just an ecosystem product, probably not one you expected, just like the dating was not one you expected. Yes. But we're full of surprises, and we will keep on adding very interesting things in the future. So once you've seen here today, they will come in very fast, but we have a lot of other interesting things that we want to put in. Also something for, what do you say, when you're tired in the morning? Like things like different kind of... Whatever. I cannot say anything more. There's a lot of interesting products coming. So it's good, like I say, the ecosystem, we say we call it ecosystem 24. But it doesn't mean that we're only going to have 24 products. We will just keep on adding, and then you show the world, you, the community, you show the world that you have the best cryptocurrency. Because you help everybody, each other, keep it stable. Make everybody interested in it. And then you will have fun. Because that's the most important thing, stability. Then you have all the merchants and everybody else getting interested. So the last thing I will do today is actually to draw from this thing and give you a few coins and a few ties. And maybe Matthias could be so lucky to find 5 ties over there for me, because I can't find you again after, because I don't have you on my list. And then we will try and draw. Or maybe the dinosaur woman. Would you like to draw? Huh? Who's going to win these ties? You will have to decide that. Yeah? Okay, so one at a time you'll take it out and you give it to me. But you have to like really dig and turn it around, and no cheating, no looking. Thank you. Okay. Galaxian? Somebody called Galaxian? Okay, so there's the tie for you. Yes, and of course there's also 2,000 coins. I guess you can use it one day. For a new suit or something, right? Thank you. So, one more. Okay, I will just put it here so people know that I'm not cheating. Okay, you took this one out, and it says Stephen. Yes, and again, one tie for you, sir. Yep. So thank you very much, and we will also get some coins for you. Yeah? Great. like really like going around and okay, got it? Oops. That one you have to put in or put both in again. And do it one more time. Best to be sure that we do everything fair. And actually you have gloves on. You don't have anything in that one? No hiding? No. Okay. Good. Daniel, username. And I can maybe help you on stage for one moment. Okay, great. So I don't know if you're going to use the tie, but anyway, you have this one together with the top. So thank you very much. Thank you. Can I take one? Yes. MA2. Thank you very much. Yeah. So a tie for you. I know you use ties sometimes. So for you it's good.
I'll replace it right now. I promise.
Thank you very much. Come back for just one moment and actually give a few words. We will make one more point and then you could just say something, just your opinion about 5 minutes. We will draw one little thing more and then the stage is yours for like 3 minutes. Okay, and Martin. Martin Williams is the name. Here? No, here? On the toilet, maybe? See, very bad idea to go to the toilet. Okay, you do it again. Okay, the last one, to get a tie. We've written a lot of yeses on it with the right way of writing yes. Pavel 174. Thank you. So this is yours, and we will make sure you also get to that point. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. That turn goes back down, and this one's here with you. Good. So, you have been in for a little while, so I think actually it's a good idea that you say a few words.
Thank you very much, Jan.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Madassa. I'm from Manchester. I've been at GCC since November when we started in the UK. The reason I'm in GCC is something that a GCC company itself covers. GCC is something that wants to make the environmental friendly, the CO2 emissions, a system that helps the poor people. Since 2009, I promised myself, I promised my dead mother on the grave that I will help the poor people. Since 2009 up to now, I've been trying to find a system that I could implement and change poor people's life. And thank God, back in November, I saw Mr. Jan, and thanks to my friend Shide, introduced me to GCC. This business is not just going to help us over here, but people in different parts of the world, South America, Asia, Africa. We can make a difference, and GCC is going to give us that opportunity to make the difference. But today, what I see here in the room today is that people who do want to make a difference, they made it. We've got the pioneers team who come from Wales and Birmingham. We've got the team winners from from Yorkshire and Manchester. We've got the GCC QBR Lifestyle from Bradford. We've got everyone from Europe who've travelled. We've got Jim from Dublin who's travelled. People have made effort to get here today. And that shows a lot. That shows commitment. People with commitment, with ambitions, and are motivated will do whatever it takes in an ethical way to achieve their targets and their goals. And I truly believe that this time next year we will have this event, we'll all will have stories to tell that what we've done in GCC. Thank you very much, everybody.
I just saw that actually there is a small little girl over there which I actually met earlier. I see lots of pink. But you know what? You will also have to go and draw something because I know that we have 2 extra ties. So we need one more drawing over here. Yeah, can you do that? Can you try and take out one piece of paper and see who can do it? And then you can also get. Okay. This was the one that he came back with. The Martin? No? So he's still smoking. Okay. So no. He got 2 tries. Okay, 1 more. Okay. A person called himself in the username Digger. Anybody go? This is another person who is really likes the bank super much, I'm sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, here's a tie for you, and you also get some coins. So, thanks. Yeah? And if you do that, maybe we can find a little pinky thing afterwards. Yeah? And there is a star. One guy called himself Starman. Hey, this is actually, this is the one sitting next to.
Yeah, well, I sort of evolved, so follow.
Okay, one more.
Oh, cheetah.
Okay, so, okay, Lily 500. Nice to see that you also made it here in this one. Again, I don't know if you will use a tie, but you will always have it as a memory, and you will get some points. Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, good. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I think that would be enough for today. So I'm very happy that so many of you made such a long trip, because some of you, like mentioning, was driving pretty far from different places. I'm sure that next time, yeah, I mean, some of them, you didn't even drive, right? I mean, you go through Belgium or through the tunnel and you were flying, right? Yeah, no, but people came from far away to be here, and that's great. I'm sure that in UK next time there's going to be a lot more. I'm actually thinking that Poland could actually do something great, because you're working so hard over there. You're actually really amazing. So I'm looking forward to see how many people are going to be in Boston the 8th of April. Yeah? So thank you very much to everybody. Thank you for today, and give a big hand to yourself because you really, really deserve it. Thank you.
Dawid na telefonie. Z telewizji. Nie rób mnie w telewizji, jak ty w telefonie, Jarku. To był nasz operator. Dziękujemy za oglądanie i do zobaczenia gdzieś w internecie albo na żywo. Pozdrawiam was, cześć.